So the business is more logistics. What are the services? What's my pricing? When we're talking about building the brand, that's when we incorporate.
Okay, Nadia. So one of my main conflictions as a solopreneur slash artist coming into the industry is I did not know how to market myself whatsoever. I didn't know what the logistics behind building an LLC really was, and I didn't know what direction to take. I didn't know to use social media as a tool or relying on algorithm to bring me in that set clientele. So I just had a lot of questions that I didn't really know who to ask.
What we're building here is a brand. Yes, you're building a business that brings in cash flow, but there's also another level, and that level is building a brand. The business is not the emotional piece to what you do. The brand that you build is the emotional piece to what you do. So the business is more logistics. What are the services? What's my pricing? When we're talking about building the brand, that's when we incorporate driving deeper connections, staying top of mind, building relationships. All of those things fall under building a brand. Here's the thing about building a brand that a lot of people skip or just don't know about. They roll out with, I love makeup, I love beauty, I'm gonna start doing this for work and charging people. Great. While you're doing that, you should also be working on building the brand, and marketing falls under that, but there's also systems and processes that you want to put in place. For example, customer relationship manager, a CRM. If nothing else, if you don't have a website, not sure how to go about social media, or you're not staying consistent on social media, the CRM is the thing that you should absolutely invest time and energy into. Think of that as your Rolodex. That's where I go to build my pipeline. So on there, I have the people that I'm in talks with, the proposals that I've sent out, the inquiries that I've gotten. That's how people pay me. When you're doing everything through social media, through Instagram DMs and comments and all that back and forth, what happens when tomorrow your account gets hacked? Your entire Rolodex, all of the back and forth with your potential clients and existing clients is gone. You can't get that back. Or if you get that back, now you're maybe starting from scratch, right? The CRM, treat it as your bag. The CRM is where you're gonna go to check, who did I send proposals out to that haven't given me an answer? Who can I follow up with now that I'm going through a slow season? Who has already worked with me and was a top paying client that I can circle back with and get back on their radar? So the CRM is one thing. A customer relationship manager for me looks like Honeybook. For makeup and beauty could look like something else. If you just Google what are the top CRMs in my industry, a bunch of options will come up. Sometimes it takes testing out one or two before you land on the one that you prefer. The other thing too is your owned media channels. So an owned media channel is like your website or your email list. If you have a blog, again, when you're relying entirely on these borrowed media channels like Instagram, TikTok, all of the social medias, you're relying on the algorithm. There's a lot of risk involved. Platform goes down. You're leaving money on the table, having to start from scratch. So build up your CRM, pick one and stick with it, test it out, and then build up your own media channels like your website, your email list, and your blog. Something like a website is where you're gonna wanna send people to learn more about you. And at that point, people are now no longer just checking out your work on Instagram. They've made it to your website, whether they found you through Google or someone sent them there. They are reading a little bit more about other work that you've done. They're checking your credentials. So treat your website as your digital storefront. You and I do work traveling to our clients, so we can't invite them into our office. We can't invite them into our physical space. So treat your website as, what do I want people to walk away with? What expectation? What's the expectation that I want to set? And then the email list, I think sometimes people get overwhelmed with what emails am I sending? A lot of times it's the same content you're already sending out on social media. It's just now formatted a little bit differently so that it fits the email marketing platform, but a lot of times you're just repurposing content. Build out those systems, focus on the CRM and the owned media channels while you are getting the word out on social media.
Yeah.
Thank you for being in the room today for a dose of inspiration and actionable clarity, brought to you by SolGlams and Marca Marketing Consulting.
My name is Diana G, Pro Travel Certified Makeup Artist and owner of SolGlams.
And I'm Nadia Ramos of Marca Marketing Consulting. If you enjoyed this conversation, let us know in the comments and check out the next one.